We are back in the 330e. Probably didn't want to go down this road. I don't know these roads at all. Oh, someone's bag in the road. Oh, it's a bit of a bumpy road, this one. I think, I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. Let's go left. Oh, so that turns every time we go around a corner. There's a nice Lexus here. Oh, I thought he was going to wait, but I don't know what he's doing. Pulled over to wait. Nice RC. Not RC, RF. RC? No. No, it might be an RC. Oh, I'm confused. No, it's RC and RCF if it's a 5 litre, I think. I don't know anymore with them. Right, let's open the window a little bit. Because the electric heater is making it a little bit stuffy. Only a little bit. Oh, come on, lights. Don't know what that was moving down there. Oh, we are starting to run out of juice now, so petrol engine keeps cutting in every now and again. I'm not sure how well it recharges the battery in this mode. Probably not as well as in the next mode up, which is just eco, I think. Let's have a quick look. Oh, comfort. I think comfort probably would charge the battery a bit more but use the engine more. Still got the initial pull off the line. But then it reverts to the petrol engine, which is a very quiet petrol engine, I'll give them that. I'm sure there's going to be people out there that's going to stick big exhaust on these cars, but you're not going to get the same sort of noise as you would from a normal 330 because this is only a 2 litre engine. You're going to get more of a voxely sort of 2 litre sound, I guess. Maybe an Evo sound, don't know. It wouldn't get a Subaru sound, different type of engine. Horrible grotty day. Automatic wipers on this one, even though I don't think, let me do the window up a little bit, less road noise. The BMW's automatic wipers aren't really that great. The best I've used have been Mercedes, second to none. That was in a Chrysler 300C, which use all the Mercedes parts. It's just Chrysler badged and bodied. If you sort of strip it down, or even if you just open the engine bay, everything's stamped Mercedes. Bit of a lazy thing there from Chrysler. But you know, that was a nice car to drive. That was a nice car to drive. But yeah, it had great rain sensing wipers. They were absolutely outstanding. Worked perfectly. one incident when I forgot, when I was on the motorway, I pulled over to clean the windscreen and I forgot I had them turned on. Nearly took my hands off, but my kids laughed. So it was funny. Right, here we need to be in the outside lane. A lovely speed camera down here, so everyone moves at exactly the same speed, which generally makes a road more dangerous, because then when you get someone that's in the wrong lane, they can't overtake because there's cars beside them. Or not overtake, change lanes, because there's cars in the other lane on the outside that are doing the same speed as them. So then they have to brake, and then if they got a car behind them, it then makes that a bit dangerous. So whoever invents all this stuff, it's not to do with safety at all. I'd like to know what it's for. I really would. Slows the cameras down, the cars down, yeah, that's right. But it's a proven fact, when you drive slower, you make more mistakes. You drive that a little bit faster. I'm not talking about stupid, crazy fast. Your brain switches on a little bit more. And my other gripe is the crossings just after roundabouts. Now that's just asking for people to get knocked over, because when you're coming off a roundabout, you're not normally looking directly sort of for pedestrians crossing. You're looking sort of around the corner and to make sure that the car beside you hasn't decided to suddenly change lanes, or the car on the inside of you wasn't in the wrong lane or trying to undertake. That's generally what you're doing when you're in the roundabout. Now when you're doing that and you're coming round and you look at all your mirrors, you don't get that much chance to look ahead of you, because normally you would see a car in your peripheral, can't say it, vision, and it's a lot harder to see a pedestrian or a person on a bike crossing a road. Very, very dangerous solution that was. They should be at least 200 yards down the road from a roundabout. So whoever invented them, you're an idiot. And they also back up traffic on a roundabout, which you're not allowed to queue on a roundabout, but if you've come round a roundabout, the light's gone red and there's only space for 2 cars, you're going to queue the roundabout. You've got no choice. So whoever invented them made it, because you're not allowed to queue on roundabouts, it's illegal, it's against the highway code. So whoever invented that sort of didn't have that in mind, I don't think. I don't think they had much in mind. Oh yeah, we've got the lovely red seats in here as well. Forgot to mention them. And the ambient lighting, which BMW have done for years and years and years, way before another well-known German company that have sort of sold their cars on that in the last 5 years. They have made theirs brighter, but it's not really what you want. Oh, is your cabin lit up with bright lights. It makes it harder for you to see out the windows. Electric, petrol. So we are literally on the last bits of the battery now. It's done 16.2 miles of range, and that's not even on a full charge. That was on about an hour and a half, I think, charge. So not too bad, but that's home charge. I'm not sure if the supermarket chargers charge faster, because this charges from my home plug. I think it's about 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours to fully charge. So if you go into a supermarket, generally it's about an hour you're going to spend in there doing your weekly shop. You shouldn't be much more than that at all. So if it doesn't charge any faster, I don't see the point of getting a second lead for the supermarket charging. It seems pointless to me. There we go, back in electric now. Because if you coast, give it a coast for a good couple of 100 yards, I'm guessing, it pops it back into electric, which is pretty cool. Then if you coast it a bit more, it charges. It's quite hilly around here, unfortunately. I'm sure if it was flatter, this would get a lot more range on the battery. That's another thing that people have got to take into account. Bus out of service. Oh, Monsieur Cyclist. It's probably really crappy to see outside because it's raining and horrible. But let's hope I've set the light and everything up right in this. It looks okay, but the preview only gives you sort of a basic reading. It doesn't give you the actual full image. Oh, bus is broken down. It's not good. Big, like, what are they? Something stupid. I don't think they're 16 litre. Probably aren't getting far off, and that's apparently more efficient to get on one of those big diesel guzzling buses that probably do about 4 miles to the gallon. That's more efficient, apparently. The government say, and everyone else says it's really not. It's really not. The only real true way of doing it, well, even though that's not, is an electric car. But actually building the electric car has a bigger footprint than owning a petrol diesel car over, what, 5 to 7 years, I think. So if you get an electric car, you have to own it longer than 5 years before it comes carbon neutral. So it's another thing for people to think about. It's looking quite busy up here already for, what, 9 o'clock in the morning in Parkstone and Pool in Dorset. Oh, we've got a learner truck here. I'm not sure. Let's let him out. I think he's having issues. All these other ignorant people. Let's help him out a bit. Everyone's got to pass their test at some point. I wouldn't like to be driving that. And the longer he stays there sat with the examiner next to him, the more he's going to be shitting himself. We all know this. So I hope that helps him out a little bit, and I hope you pass your test, dude. Wow, look at this thing. What have you done to your van? What the hell is it? I don't know. It had an intercooler in where part of the bonnet should have been. Okay, I don't think that's ever going to go that fast. I'm guessing that van's with him as well. Oh, dearie me. Some people do some crazy shit to their cars. Yeah, admittedly, I've done things like that in the past, but when I was very young. I still do stuff to my car, but nothing major. Nothing major at all. Tasteful things. Oh, there's the Turkish barber. And the Churchill pub. I don't drink, so it's a pub. Now you've got some deliveries of cars up here. I wonder if there's anything interesting on there. Doesn't look like it because they look like small city cars. Oh wow, lights these days, I tell you. One direction at a time, because they think that we can't drive. Alright, some people can't, they do have issues. Although, no, I don't think that one is yet. I think that's only due to the fact of the amount of traffic on this road. Right, what have we got on here? This little transporter. Nothing of interest at all. So, oh, another thing about this car is I believe it's exempt from the old congestion charges around London and wherever else you need to be, as the road tax for it is absolutely zero. But as you know, oh, there's my mate's car. Where is he? He's in the barber's, I guess. Yeah. I'll have to zoom the camera on him later on. Give him a shout out. I didn't see him in the barber's. Maybe he was around the back having a special cut. Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, yeah, about the road tax. So when everything goes electric, that's when the government are going to want their money that they would get from petrol. So they're going to start taxing cars, I should think, if you've got 2 motors, 1 motor, the kilowatts, this, that and the other. All the electric prices are going to end up going up because they're going to want their money. And then you're going to get, yeah, you're going to get your bands of road tax, like your performance stuff, like the Teslas, your Audis, your Porsche oh, I can't remember what it's called, Taycan? Yeah, Taycan or Taycan S, are going to be in that higher tax bracket. Now really that's wrong, because all they're doing is using electric, and the roads that they don't fix, that got massive potholes in, and that are outdated now. They've only got a certain amount of lifespan, British roads, all roads have, and then they need to be redone. But the way they redo them now, they just sort of scratch up the surface and then just lay a bit of tarmac over the top. They don't actually do them properly, where they actually beat the concrete up, because when they do what they're doing is scratching it up, they end up getting divots and like little sinkholes and stuff like that. So they're not making roads properly. They're just doing, these are temporary roads, they probably won't even last 3 years. So I mean, this one was only laid just after the first pandemic lockdown, and they've dug up holes in it, and there needs to be something done about that. And also manhole covers. I don't think there's any other country in the world that puts manhole covers in their roads, in the centre of the roads, in a cold climate. It's not too bad if you're in America or somewhere like that, because those manhole covers aren't going to get as cold as over here. Like icy, frosty, they're a massive slip hazard. Doesn't matter what tyres you've got. If you go over that a little bit too quickly, it might not be speeding, but if you oversteer, you're going to be sliding everywhere. And I bet they've caused many accidents, because that's going to be slipperier than a patch of diesel in the road, or a patch of oil. God, I've been ranting a bit on this video, haven't I? I do apologise. Oh, nearly back now. Mitsubishi garage, nothing interesting in there. Never have any Evos in there. I'm not even sure if they make the Evo anymore. Could go past the Audi garage, but that's generally pretty boring as well. Nice Porsche garage, about 6 miles away. We'll have to take a little trip to at some point. And coming up in a minute is one of my buddies I've known for years and years. I don't really speak to him that much nowadays. One of his garages, I don't know if he's got more than one, but this is his car sales place. He did once have a really lovely old school Porsche in there. Let's not wait for that Peugeot. I do like all the new design Peugeots, they are quite nice. This is his garage just there, Bournemouth and Paul Car Sales. It's got a little S2000 in there, there's a couple of Beamers, the Mercedes, not a bad little lineup. And he's a nice chap. Go and visit him. Tell him I sent you along. Never been into VWs, never owned one, never driven one. Just don't appeal to me. It's just, I don't know, just don't appeal to me at all. Right. Good little trick here. You can see around this idiot that parks here all the fucking time on the corner. Good tip when you're coming around that corner is to look around the left hand side of his van, because you can see this corner here, so you can see cars and stuff. Come on, van. Oh, he's letting me go. I'll go. Thank you. I was a lady, sorry, do apologise. So yeah, you look around the van, then you can see if anything's actually coming around the corner, and if it is, you just know to stop there. So quite useful, unless he's got his car in front, which he's got a massive driveway, doesn't park anything on the drive. Anyway, thank you for watching this little video, 16 minutes long. Do apologise if it's too long, just trying out the new camera. Thank you very much.